Hello, good evening to you all. Today is 7th September 2025, which is our day 2 of this website development webinar for Nigerian youth. Like I said, this training will last for about 10 days, and today is our day 2. Like always, we start by showing our outlines. That is what we are to cover for the day. So today we are going to have a recap on what we did yesterday. That is the one. And then we are going to purchase the hosting plan and domain name. So we'll complete the purchasing of the hosting plan and the domain name, which we have already started yesterday. And then today we are going to talk about control panel. So after we purchase the hosting plan and domain, then we'll go to talk about the control panel. There are many things on the control panel which I'll take you through, and I will teach you what to do inside a control panel. And then we are going to set up an official email. I'll teach you how to set up an official email based on the domain you purchase. For example, we are purchasing a website webinar, ahmadwebsitewebinar.com.ng. We are creating an official email for that particular domain name. So maybe we'll call the name info at website ahmadwebsitewebinar.com.ng, or maybe I can use my name ahmad at hamadwebsitewebinar.com.ng, and that email is going to be officially belongs to you. So whoever is working maybe with an organization or a company or anywhere you are working, you can have that official email, and that's what you use as a mode of communication. So we'll talk about that, and I'll teach you how to do that. And then today also I'll take you through how to install an SSL certificate. So I talked to you about yesterday when it comes to this SSL certificate. I'll teach you how to install it on any domain that you purchase. I told you first, sometimes some hosting service providers, they allow it, or they give it to you automatically. They will install it for you. But even if you don't have it, we are going to install it, and I'm going to show you how to install the SSL certificate today. And then we are going to learn how to create a subdomain. There are many ways to create a subdomain, or why you need to learn how to create a subdomain. I'll tell you the reason. I'll take you through how you can do that, because subdomain is something that, of course, that sometimes you need to have a sub of a particular website. For example, previously Corporate Affairs Commission, CAC, they have two different websites, or let me say three. They have their main website, which they call cac.gov.ng, and they have subdomains, different subdomains. For one, they have for search, that is search.cac.gov.ng, where you go and do a public search of the existing unregistered companies. And they also have pre-incorporation portal, which they call it pre.cac.com.ng, and they also have for post-incorporation, which they call post.cac.gov.ng. That's previously before the upgrade to 3.0. So if you look at all these names, they are all attached to single domain, which is cac.gov.ng, but each and every one of them is a distinct website, an independent website on its own. So its files are different from the files of the main website. So with single domain, you can create more than 10 websites with that domain. Like what we are doing here at Hamad Technologies, we have different domains, but we are using single domain, which is hamadtechnologies.com. So you can use all other subdomains to go to their website, to go to that and work with them. But the main website, that is the main domain, can be something else and different from the subdomain. So today also, I'll teach you how you can create a subdomain. And please take note, whatever we did on main domain, that is in creating the SSL certificate, installing the SSL certificate, maybe in creating the the email, official email, in creating in installing the CMS, and whatever we did on this main domain is the same thing we applied on subdomain. Please take note on this. Even if I forget to tell you this, please, you should take note on this. Okay, so I don't know if people that are from this thing from YouTube are listening to us. I don't know if they are with us. Those that are in YouTube, please, can somebody confirm if those that are in YouTube can see us, so that we'll avoid having uh for them to miss what we are doing. I don't know. Please, can you confirm if those that are on YouTube, those that are in YouTube? Okay, all is well, right? Okay, thank you. Let's continue. So again, we are going to talk about tonight also. We are going to talk about file manager. So file manager is something that we are going to talk about tonight, which I'll take you through what file manager is. All these are some of the things that are under control panel, and we'll talk about file manager. So I'll take you brief in that, then you will see what file manager is all about. Okay, I'm sorry, I saw some charts. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, thank you. So the next thing we are going to cover today also, we will see how we are going to install the content management system. So after all these installations, which I'll take you through, even though we are not exhausting the entire control panel today, or in this entire website development, because there are things that you don't even need them. You don't need to go there. You don't need to touch them at this level. Some you don't even need to do anything. But the main that you need to work with are the ones we are going to cover in this webinar. So I will take you after that. Then today we are going to install our CMS. That is the content management system. So we're going to install that, and that's where all our website files will be on, and that when we are going to start the work. So after that, we'll have question and answer, then we'll have a conclusion and call it a day. So these are our outlines for today. So recap on yesterday. If you can recall, yesterday we started with the introduction. That's what we started with. And yesterday, what we discussed after the introduction, we go and talk about the expected outcomes, where I shared with you things that you should expect from yesterday till the end of this boot camp, or the next 10 days. So that's the expectation that I have already shared with you. And also I talk about the time and duration, and I explain about software development and also website development. So who is a software developer? Who is a website developer? Are they the same? I talk about that yesterday with you. And also we talk about how website works. There are main broad categories that you need for any website to work. One, you need the website files. Two, you need the hosting server. Three, you need a domain name. And I explain that to you, and I give you example with warehouse, rent houses, and others. And also we talk about the web hosting. We talk about how to host a website or what that means. We talk about domain name, and then we talk about hosting service providers. I mentioned too, there are lots of hosting service providers who rent some space on their server to people that are interested to host their website files and get it done. And also we talk about what we'll be using. I told you what we are going to use, the hosting service provider we're going to use, and also the CMS I told you yesterday. That's what we are going to use throughout this webinar. And then we go for practical. I show you how to create the account, how to select the domain. I explain all the features with you, especially the bandwidth. I want you to understand what that bandwidth is all about. I talk about the SSL, all the features on the hosting plans that we go through yesterday. So that's what we have covered yesterday, and I respond to some of your question and answer, and then we call it a day. So now what we are going to do is, I'm sorry, I'm going to stop the sharing of the screen. But of course, those that are in, what do we call it? Those that are in on YouTube. So okay, which browser am I opening? So those that are in YouTube, I'm still seeing you, don't worry. Okay, those that are in YouTube, allow me to continue. Okay, so I have it here. Yeah, so this is the account. The Okay, sorry, I saw some people replying. Don't worry, let me delete this. This is what we have yesterday. We have the invoice, we have the domain. This is the email, this is the message they will send to you. So let's go to the domain king. So let's start, because I want us to do everything together to continue from where we stopped exactly yesterday. Okay, so sorry. Okay, it's not that are on Zoom. You are not seeing the screen. Sorry, I forgot. So okay, I believe now you can see the screen. So I'm going over to to the website, and I'm sorry, it's just taking some. What's going on? Am I having a problem with my network? What is what's going on? Okay, yeah, it's coming up. I believe you can all see my screen. Sorry, I just try that. Okay, so here it is. So when you come to the website, since we already created the account yesterday, and some of you who did not, then it's fine. You can follow the procedure of yesterday because I don't want us to go back because we have a lot to cover for tonight. So I don't want us to go back and then come back again. Okay, I'm so sorry, please. I'm so sorry. You are all seeing what is going on. It's not from my end. I believe it's from the website. Yeah. You see, if I put anything on Google, it's opening. So maybe it's from the website. And I don't want to put more tabs because it's going to at least make it. So people in the chat, someone will say I'm not hearing, someone will say I'm hearing, someone will like that. Okay, so I'm sorry the network is bad. To click on login. Okay, it's taking us to login page. So let's hope it work now. This is Nigeria. Let us keep praying, oh, because everything in Nigeria you have to pray before it works. So yeah, as we are doing this, we pray for us so that the network will give us, would at least be on our side and allow us to finish this. Because all what we are going to do are dependent with this. What's wrong? Why is it not opening this? Is it because I'm using old browser? I don't know. This is supposed to open. Seriously, it's supposed to open. It's supposed to open. Hello, can you hear me? I know, I'm sorry. You can't hear me, so let me use incognito and see. Let me try another browser and see. Everyone is saying we should try Firefox. Everyone is saying, okay, so don't worry. I don't want to open some browsers. I have a lot of things working on it. Once I try to open them, people will see what I'm working with, and especially those that are in on YouTube. So it's only you that I can stop the sharing of screen. Those that are on YouTube, I cannot do that. But if it didn't work on this incognito, even if I go on Firefox, it will still do the same. I don't know what is going on with this entirely. I don't even know. You see, Google is working fine. Let me try YouTube and see. YouTube also is working. You see, YouTube also is working fine. But their website is supposed to work. so, so someone was asking for us to do network speed test. Don't worry, I'm using 5G, so I know my network is very strong. I don't even know why it's not opening this. It's supposed to. It's supposed to. I have a very strong network. So even on 5, and on my phone, the website is opening. What is going on? This is the main king. Ah, yes. I don't know. Please, YouTube people will even laugh at you. You that this one is raising his hand. Whatever you want to say it in the chat. I'm not allowing you to talk. If I allow you, another person will raise his hand. So before you know it, we'll be listening to people for the next 1 hour. Just say whatever you want to say. Okay, thank God. Here we go. Okay, okay. So let's continue. So the we use Hamad Bootcamp. If you can recall the email I used yesterday, I use Hamad Bootcamp, if you can recall, at gmail.com, and I use the password. So that password and email that you used yesterday during the creation of the account is exactly what you're going to log in with. So I'm putting the email hamadbootcamp at gmail.com, and I put the password. Then you click on login. So when we log in, this is where we stopped yesterday. This is what the page shows to us. This is where we stop. Now we cannot continue with anything unless we activate the two-factor authentication. This is something that they just introduced this year, and everyone must put that. I think this year or last year, everyone must put this two-factor authentication so that your account cannot be hacked by anybody. So we are going to use, I'm not going to use this time-based token. I think we are using this Google Authenticator. Let's not use that. Let's use our Gmail. So click on this email-based code so that whenever you want to log into your account, they will send an OTP to your email. Then you come back and log in with the OTP every time you log out. So, so we click on this. Then you click on Get Started. You click on this, then you click on it. They will give you these backup codes. So please, this is mine. Don't copy anything, but I advise you to copy this code or you screenshot it on your phone and save it somewhere. Maybe when you forget something or your account is in other things, you can use this as a backup to do a lot of things that you want. So please save this backup code. So what I'm doing, I'll just copy it. I'll go to the email. Maybe I will compose an email. Maybe I will send it to our Hamad Technologies 01. So I'll just call it backup codes for Hamad Domain King account. So then I'll just paste the codes and I'll send. That's all. So whenever I want these codes, I know where to get them. So I know how to go and get the codes. So now I send the codes to our email and I have them in sent and I have them there. So even if I lost it anywhere, I know where to go and get them. So now this is it, and we are done with the authenticated two-factor authentication. So now if you click on back to dashboard, now we set it up and we are going to see the dashboard clearly on this. So I click on back to dashboard, hold on. Okay, it's taking us back to dashboard. So it will bring us down to this client area. So if we log out now and you try to sign in, they will ask you for the OTP. Then you go to your email, copy the OTP, paste it, and you continue. So now this is where we are, where we're supposed to be yesterday, and we'll continue from there. So if you can recall, we already have an order, which of course, okay, let me take this thing up because it's distracting me. I'm sorry. Okay, so if you can recall, now we did not purchase anything. So that why web hosting, they will ask us to order, they will do everything. We cannot do anything unless when we make the purchase. So we already have an invoice which they sent to our email that we can follow the link to make the payment if we want, but we are not going to do that. What we are going to do is to come to this and we are going to the invoice and we make the payment together. Okay, so I'm going up now. I'm very sorry. What's going on? Yeah, I'm sorry. I know you can't hear me, right? Can you hear me, please? Okay, please. I'm sorry. I don't know what is going on because from my end everything stopped. Yeah, but if you can hear me, all of you, I'm very sorry. Maybe I have to. I have no choice, maybe, but to restart the. Yeah, I don't know. Today's class is somehow, and we spent at least that we spent 30 minutes already. Ah, what's going on? So those on I'm sorry, I stopped the sharing of screen, so all of you are not going to see my screen again. I stopped, so those that are on Zoom, you are not going to see my screen anymore. I just want to check on something. But those that are on YouTube, I believe they can see what I'm doing. Don't worry, I'm with you. I'm just trying to restart some of the programs on the computer. So I'm so sorry. But those that are on YouTube, I believe you are all seeing what we are doing. Please confirm if those on YouTube are with us. Okay, I'm sorry, we are trying to log in again because I have to shut down the browser. Oh, I'm so sorry for this. Today's network is very, very bad and we have to bear with it. I'm so sorry, please. I'm sorry. Sorry, you have to bear with this network. I don't even know what's going on. I even thought it's my data. I have to add another 40 gig or 21. So, ah, but okay, sorry. So this since this has happened, so let me go to this again. Under it, I'll click on unpaid invoice. So it will bring us down here. Then I will click on this. Pay now once off. So we wait for the plotter web checkout. Ha. So I'm sorry. Okay. So okay. So I'm sorry I lost everyone. I think this network today is very bad. So I'm using this USSD to see if it will work. I don't know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, let me know, please. So I'm using this USSD to make the payment. And please, let me say this. This is for me to do this. Don't use this code to make any payment. It's just for me to do this. This is for this account. Okay, so that some people will say they are following everything. Uh, verbally payment. So I'm using the USSD if it will work. Okay, I'm using the USSD if it will work. So it didn't work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use bank transfer. So I'm going to use bank transfer because that's the best one that I use. USSD now is not working. So I'm using bank transfer. I'm sending the money to their bank account, the account they will provide it to me. So this is the account and this is the exact amount I'm sending to them. So I'm going to write the account number, and please don't use this account number. Every time I refresh, they will give me different account number. So this account number is only valid for only that 10, is it 30 minutes? So you see, it will expire by 10:51. So that's 1 hour from now. So please don't use this account number. It's for them. The name of the bank is Sterling Bank. So I will search for the Sterling Bank. I will search for the Sterling Bank. So account name is Domain King. So but you see Host Africa, that's the account name, is fine. So I'm paying the money exactly the way it is here. 19246.31. Please put the exact amount of money. I never did something wrong to put something that is not this. But believe me, if you did that, I think you are going to start sending email to these people for other issues. So I just did that. So I'm about to make the payment. I'm still on the payment. Okay, so I'm sending the money now to this account that they provided. So once you send the money, just hold on. So I'm sorry, the money is still going. Okay, so now it's successful. So all you need to is to click on I have made this bank transfer. So you can click on it or you don't need to click on it. You see, they just received the money and they were saying thanks for your payment. Your transaction was completed successfully. So now they are taking me back uh, to the client area. They are taking me back. I think they are going to do that automatic. Or maybe I have to click on this console. But let's wait. I think they are going to do that. Okay, so let's hold on and see if it didn't show. Okay, so I'm so sorry again. Like I said, I'm sorry. So I think we are back. Okay, So now we make the purchase. We purchase this. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Today we are experiencing this bad network. You see, we got an email. I'm just showing you the email we got after making the payment. This is the invoice. This is the hosting. Or this is the domain and everything. You can read it. You can see a lot of things under that. But let's come back to our main this thing, and I'll explain this in short. And okay, like I said again, I'm sorry for the network. Those of you that want to go and sleep, please go and sleep. We have to finish this class. I'm not postponing this class. We have to finish it. If you are not ready to stay, go and sleep. We'll continue. Even if I'm alone, I will finish this class. So yeah, those that didn't know me, maybe they thought we'll postpone this class because of this minor turbulences. So now we have this menus. So this is for the hosting, this is the server, email, other service, domain. You see domain and all this. Please don't worry, I'm just showing you this so that you just be familiar with them, and you have all these my details, user management, contact, account security, change password proper. All these are things you can see there. But now what we are going to look at now, we'll click on this web hosting. Please come to web hosting, click on it and click on web hosting. So if you click on this web hosting, it will bring you back to this page where we started, if you can recall, the first time that where we started. So I'm going back, I just show you when you click on it, that's where it will take you to. So if you come back and click on site builder, reseller, hosting and all this, anything you click, it will take you somewhere. So now since we already make the purchase, what we are going to do is click on this and click on virtual private server. You see, you click on it, this where you are going to see also. So now what we are going to do is so let me click on this. So when you click on that domain, you see we have an active domain. You see, this is the domain that we purchased. This is the active domain that we have. This is the active domain that we have. So you just click on it. It will give you all the informations related to the domain. So you see, this is it. We purchase it and it's going to be yearly, and the next due date is 6/9/2020 26. So this is it. So let me go back to home. Yeah, they're supposed to allow our hosting service. Okay, sorry. Okay, so now if you go back to the hosting service, come and see it here. Let me go back. Let me go back to home. So you see it here. You see this, we have this order. So just click on this. We have a hosting service like this. Is how it looks like. This is what we have. So what you are going to do is click on this C panel. You see this C panel is a panel. Just click on it. So it will redirect you to your C panel. So when we come to this C panel, then don't worry, it will redirect you to this C panel. I'll explain the C panel with you. Then we'll continue from the rest of our today's outline also. So let's wait for the C panel. So the C panel is loading. Okay, I'm so sorry. We are waiting for it to load the cPanel. So the cPanel is loading. Please just hold on, bear with it. Okay, so just hold on, bear with the cPanel. This is the cPanel, but just allow it to finish loading. Allow it to finish loading. This is the cPanel. Okay, so here is our cPanel. Please, are you all with me? Can you hear me, please? This is our cPanel. Can you hear me, please? Can you hear me, please? Okay, this is our cPanel, and I'm going to explain this cPanel, the control panel for you, and then we are going to pick one after the other to explain what we have in our outlines. So this cPanel is where you're going to control a lot of things related to your website. Not only the back end, more than the back end. So if you want to even go, and you are already hearing about front end and back end, so you consider this cPanel as the back, not even more than back end of the website. So you can do a lot related to the website here. And there are many things under it. You see the account management manager, the email manager, advanced features. You see system info and files, extra features, software close app installer. These are things that you might find under the cPanel. And if you look at it, these are the disks, the bandwidth. You see, put unlimited, but they allocate 300 gig for you for the bandwidth. So you see, this is the bandwidth. We have the disk space is 1 gig, and we have these FTP accounts. You all know, those of you knows what FTP is all about. Then we have the databases, and you see this is the PHP version we are using, PHP 8.2. All these are what you can see under this cPanel. So the first thing that we are going to discuss about, what I said we are going, okay, let me look at our outlines. I'm sorry, let's look at the outline. So setting up email. So let's go back. So we are going to set up email. That is the official email. That's going to be maybe info at the name of the website and this. So you come under this email. Wait, what's going on? So let's click on this. What do they mean? I think they didn't activate this. I think they didn't activate this. I'm sorry. We're supposed to be able to create email. What is going on with? Okay, that's number one issue. We're supposed to be able to create email. What is wrong with domain king? Okay, so that's number one thing that we missed. So, but don't worry, I'll come back to that. Then installing the the SSL certificate. So for the email, I don't know why they removed this email. Is it maybe we purchased it, they did not activate the hosting plan? I didn't know, but I'll send them email. I'll follow up to make sure what is going on with this, and tomorrow I'll give you a feedback on what happened on this. Maybe they didn't activate it, I don't know, but I'll ask them why can't we create an email. That one we'll talk about it. So for the SSL certificate, whenever you purchase a domain, you need to install the SSL certificate for it, for the domain to be for the website to be secured. That is for it to have that HTTPS. That's secure for it to have, because by now the name will just be normal name, just HTTP without the S. So if people try to go to your website, they will be alerted that the website is not protected and the website has this. They will warn a lot of people, and people will think the website is scamming website. So let me click on this. We are going to click on this SSL certificate. So let's click on it. So when you click on SSL certificates, it will bring you down to this. So the first thing you are going to do, please come to this get automatic certificate. Click on this. So when you click on this, make sure you are on the domain. So if you have a lot of multiple domains, this is where you select the domain that you want to install the SSL certificate on it. So please click here and ensure you select the domain that you want to install the SSL certificate on. So now we have all this. Please, I'm just advising, don't touch anything here. Don't touch anything. So I can click on check on this. I'll check on the mail. SMT also, I want to install it for it. So you can select all this you want to install it for this. Just you can tick them all. So when you do that, don't change anything here. Don't change this. Leave it as let's encrypt, and don't change anything. So when you do that, what you are going to see, what you are going to do is click on save. Just click on save. So you see, since this domain, we purchase this domain, they automatically give us a SSL certificate, and that why they say domain is already processing an SSL request. Please allow it to finish before making another. So that's why I told you maybe they are working on activating the website, even though I know when you purchase, it takes some few hours for them to activate the website and for you to have all the features. But I show you this how you can do it, and this is how you install it for any name that you have or any domain that you have. This is how you install this SSL certificate. Please take note on this. So let's go back to the cPanel. So that's how you can install SSL certificate. Even if you purchase other domains that you want to use on the same hosting service, hosting plan, this is how you go there, you activate the SSL certificate and you install it on them. So the next thing is how to create a subdomain. So if you want to create a subdomain, you come here. I told you subdomain is a domain that we can create to have different name, is within the website but with different name. Like I gave you example of CAC. Okay, please, can you hear me? Okay, so can you hear me, please? Okay, so here you are going to create a subdomain. Like I gave you example of CAC. So we are going to create a subdomain. Then you click on that. Then you click on add subdomain. So when you click on add subdomain, we are going to give the subdomain. I told you CAC create a pre.cac.gov.ng or post.cs or search.cs. So you can click anyone, you can create a subdomain for this domain that we have. So maybe I want to create a domain for this. I can call it, for example, class. Just class.hamadtechnology.hamadwebsitewebinar.com. Or maybe I already create Hamad webinar. Maybe the name of the website is hamadwebinar.com, for example. Then I can create a subdomain for website development.hamadwebinar.com, maybe data analytics.hamadwebinar.com, like that. So maybe I can just say website, or let me just say class.hamad uh, websitewebinar.com.ng. Then I will click on add subdomain. So all this, don't touch this for the legacy subfolder custom. Leave it as a default so that everything will be under the main domain. When you enter the main domain, you are going to see the folder for the subdomain. So please don't touch anything here. Leave it like that. So when you click on that, you create a subdomain. Now we have a subdomain here, but we can only create two subdomains for this plan that we are using. We can only create these two subdomain. So when we create another subdomain, and that's all. That's for the plan that we are using. So this is for the subdomain, how you can create a subdomain. And this subdomain is going to be on its own. So if you go back to this SSL certificate now, you have to create, you have to install another SSL certificate on this subdomain. So when you come here now, you are going to see the subdomain. Okay, sorry, now you are going to see the subdomain here, class. You see it here. So you need to select it now again and click on save for you to install the SSL certificate on it. So you need to do that. So maybe I can click this. Like I said before, I just tick all this. So let me just click. I don't know if it finished doing that, so it's already processing. Is I believe is because, like I said, they haven't installed the activate the account. So that's for the SSL certificate, and that's for the subdomain. So you create the SSL certificate, you create a domain, and you go back subdomain, and you go back and create SSL certificate for the subdomain. So then file manager. So for the file manager,